What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Leo, and welcome back to the bird section. Oh, figure I'd jump on here. This is a midday conversation, opportunity for us to catch up, reset, talk about all things Philadelphia Eagles. And let me put my focus on so that we're not disturbed while we're talking. All right, so look, things are happening just as one would expect it would happen with a franchise organization like the Dallas Cowboys, especially with us playing them this week. And so I figure, and there's some things that have been happening. It's interesting because all you have to do, they are sad. It's just sad. It's just really, really sad the way things are with this fan base and this being Dallas Hate Week. This is one of the more interesting Dallas Hate Weeks in regards to not having to put out a whole lot of effort, or not even feeling like a whole lot of effort needs to be put out in terms of talking about this. What's the expected turn? You know what I'm saying? The expected turn is you see how things went for them on Monday against the Las Vegas Raiders with Quinnen Williams, DeMarvion Overshown, and I keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. Just because. Shout out to DeMarvion Overshown for overcoming such a catastrophic injury. That ACL, PCL, MCL injury could have seriously derailed his career. He could easily not be on the field. And for him to make it back, it's like, damn. Don Padre says, welcome to the 1,000 Club, Leo. Don Padre, yes, we did it. Shout out to the birds section and everybody that helped out. Thank you so much. Thank you, Don. We made it to 1,000, y'all. Now, we need to keep getting the subs, but now I want y'all. Don, are you a channel member? Please become a channel member. Hook me up. Come on. I promise. I'm still getting shit together because I didn't expect everything. As far as like the monetization part with the, getting the channel memberships, and then you have to pay, you have to do all this paperwork and get everything, all this stuff done. And I thought, it was going to take a long period of time, but it all because it says, in order for this to be approved, it could take 2 to 5 business days. This could take one week, 3 weeks, something like that. So I was like, okay. So it's just a matter of putting it all together and yada, yada, yada. And then, so it gives me time to set my channel up and everything like that. Nah, that shit all went down in like a day. Literally. It went down in a day. I would do the paperwork or whatever, submit it, thinking, okay, I'm 5 business days. I look at my email. There's an email saying, no, the shit is approved. You can move forward to the next step. And it's like, what? Are you, so I'm like, okay, let me just get everything. I literally did pretty much all my paperwork in a day. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even have a chance. I was like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to pick all this stuff. No, I did not realize so much goes into it in terms of once you monetize and the things that you have to do to get yourself connected with YouTube and everything like that. So glad I did it, but it's just that's where I'm at right now. So now that I could do the super chats and the channel subscriptions and the gifts and all that stuff, now we really going. And I think, I'm going to just make sure that I do stuff like this, and then we're going to be having the channel member calling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have people actually come on to the show. You know what I'm saying? And we actually sit there and chop it up with each other. Let's talk the talk. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing that I've always expressed is that everybody is welcome here at the bird section. And while y'all here, do your boy a favor, hit that like button and subscribe and become a channel member all at one time. Hook your mans and them up. So going back to dealing with this fan base, this Dallas fan base and the things that they are saying, and my oh my. I mean, I really Don Padre says, love your work. Hope I get to work with you soon. I just joined your channel. Don Padre, Bird Section 2023 at Gmail. Get at me. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, I think, yeah, because I gotta get to the spot where I get all my channel members. I gotta get y'all email addresses and stuff like that, so that way I can just send out the link to hop in here as a mass email rather than, you know, individually and all that shit. So that's what I'm gonna work on next. I'm trying to figure out how that part works too, because everything is, you know, like right now, and I'm still building this shit, but it's gonna be dope, y'all. We about to really get our really have some sensible conversations, because there are some issues that I have with some of these content creators, and they're showing, you know, now, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I heard yesterday, you know, I saw something that Laura Brunson, shout out to LB, shout out to Laura Brunson, shout out to Philly 500. And Laura Brunson was talking to these Cowboys content creators, and he was explaining to them, you know, he was like, I have had, you know, some pretty crazy Don Padre super chat from Don Padre. I'll be in touch soon. Say less, my bro, and appreciate the super chat. You know what I'm saying? And keep coming back, like Craig said in Friday to Smokey, come back, come back. You know what I'm saying? So, and LB was talking about, you know, he was having he has a relationship with CJ Gardner-Johnson, and he was talking about how, you know, dealing with CJ Gardner-Johnson, he didn't there was a lot of things that CJ Gardner-Johnson said to him that he could have easily went to the public with it and got the likes and got the clicks and all that stuff, but it wouldn't have been good for the team. And so he felt as though, you know what? That was just a, you know what I'm saying? That was a conversation that just going to stay just between us. He exercised restraint. He exercised, you know, civility. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like I see a lot of content creators. I've been watching them, you know what I'm saying? Particularly from the Dallas side and everything like that. And I'm just looking at how they speaking on things, especially when it comes to, you know, the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh snap, the big 1K. Congrats, Leo. Thank you, Quentin. I appreciate you. You know, and let me, so that everybody can see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I see some of these Cowboy content creators, and it's like nobody is really trying to exercise any real discretion. You know what I'm saying? Or even prove that they even used any kind of discretion. You know, I saw a couple of content creators who put out, I heard that Jalen Hurts and AJ are beefing over a side piece. That's what you. My man just got married. You know what I'm saying? My man he ain't been married more than 6 months, if that. No, as a matter of fact, yeah. He got married right sometime after they won the Super Bowl. So he just got married. AJ is married with a kid. You know what I'm saying? And the thing you think to do, that's the one you're gonna spread. That's the one you're gonna spread. And then when LB was on that show, one of them, and because I went off, I kind of got mad at the Cowboys fan base, to be honest with you, for a hot second. And I was okay until I was not okay with y'all until I heard I forget dude's name, but he's a Cowboys content creator, and he said, "You know what, LB? He said I missed I didn't even know that part of the problem that Jair Alexander had was a mental health thing. He said, I missed that part. I didn't even know that. And he said, as soon as I saw that part, he was like, oh, I let it go. He was like, I'm not speaking on Jair Alexander anymore. And I said, oh, somebody over there gets it. Because I made a video and I talked about that, you know what I'm saying? Because that really bothered me. That bothered me about a lot of the Cowboys content creators because not a one said anything. The only thing they did when it came to Jair Alexander was they went to ridicule. And whether it was direct or indirect, but it was ridicule. You know what I'm saying? Jair Alexander said, man, screw this, I'm out. I don't know. Jair Alexander, he doesn't like that. It was always it was in some form of jest when speaking on that situation. Okay. And what bothered me was after the week we just had with everything that went down with Marshawn Kneeland, and the entire league, every single fan base is talking about mental health and making sure that we are aware, and mental health is something that we have to be acutely aware of. We have to battle against people wearing shirts and shit. Here's the National Suicide Line, blah, 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 blah. Not a single one Cowboy content creator said there's a possibility that of all the players who happened to be listening that week, Jair might have been one of them. He might have been the one. Jair Alexander might have said, with everybody up here talking about mental health and everything like that, maybe I need to get my shit checked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here's the thing. Whether it was or wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. What's really wrong with Alexander? I'll say this: it's physical and mental, I think. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this: I really really hope that it's just physical. I really do. I really hope that whatever's going on with Jair Alexander, now he said it was physical and a mental health thing. And I think Vic Fangio was the one who was like, bro, you can't play if you ain't right, if you ain't all the way right, if you're not healthy. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't talking about just physically healthy. He was talking about mentally healthy. He was like, if you got to step away, da-da-da-da. That was Vic Fangio. Like, nah, if you're not all the way right, don't play. You can't play. You can't play here. No, we got to get you right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I just wish people would have, for a hot second, there's a potential that one of those players, that Jair Alexander is a player that actually listened to us, and we might have saved us one, y'all. Just a little small. And I'm talking, and when I say we, I'm talking about all 32 fan bases. We actually could have we may have saved one, y'all. We might actually have saved one. And nobody said anything. Nothing. Not even a good job, Jair, if that's what's going on with you. Yeah, we're praying for you. Nothing like that. Everything was in ridicule and jest. And when I heard that Cowboy content creator say something about that and said, I missed that. And as soon as I found out it was a mental health thing too, he was like, yo, I cut that shit out. And I was like, good. Now I understand. Like, at least I know they all not fucked up. But there's a few content creators who, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like looking at you like, after the week we just had on your team, please. You know what I'm saying? Ledukma, I am new here. So as the Eagles fan, I have one question. What is your opinion of Nick Sirianni, and is he an asset or a liability? I will say this, and that's a good question. I'll say this. What's the result? Okay. With under Nick Sirianni's tutelage, we've been to the playoffs every year. Yeah, we've had a couple of early exits, but we've been to the playoffs every year under Nick Sirianni. Jalen Hurts has progressed as a quarterback every year under Nick Sirianni. We went to two Super Bowls and won one under Sirianni. You know, like all under Sirianni. And this has all been in the 5 years he's been here, the 4 or 5 years he's been here. I don't. Liability is not the thing that come to mind when I get that he rubs a lot of people wrong, but I don't care about that. I just care about the wins. You know, Cowboy fans are really taking like they're the better team. Blue pill. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yo, shout out to Leo on hitting the 1,000 subs. Mike Jim Rice, I appreciate you, man. It is a big milestone. And that's us, not Leo. Listen, y'all, we hit 1,000 subs. The bird section, you, me, we hit 1,000 likes, 1,000 subs, okay? And I want y'all to take ownership of this. I want y'all to, this is, everybody is welcome here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, new viewer to your channel. Hope the Eagles leave from Dallas Stadium with the win. Dallas can go from 4-5-1 to 7-5-1, and if Eagles start losing a couple. Jonathan Harvey, thank you for coming to the bird section, man. Make sure you join. Make sure you subscribe and become a channel member. Hook your mans and them up. I need that, and also hit the like button. But hook me up. Come back. I promise you. We're going to hit on all that. And you'll have the opportunity to actually be heard. I think that's the biggest thing that I want to be able to provide for my channel members is the ability to be heard, the option. Whether you do it in the chat or whether you bring your ass onto the stage, I'm going to make sure that you have that opportunity to. Okay? It's the least I can do. And y'all already know, us Eagles fans and stuff like that, we don't really need, I always tell people, I don't really need a peanut gallery. That's not what I want. You know what I'm saying? What I want is I want people that's here that's really to have an intellectual conversation. Can we troll? Yeah, in lightheartedness, but at the same time, we could talk real football. Let's talk football. You know what I'm saying? I take the Pepsi challenge on against any team. You know what I'm saying? You see Dave Eagles champ. You see Mark's prediction. He said Cowboys 24. That's do you see the title of this live stream right here? Do you see what the title is? Dave, you see what the title is, right? Right? You see that, right? This is why. This is the expected turn right there. I knew they were going to start doing shit like this. I knew it. I even talked to Philly 500 about this. I knew that this was going to happen. I knew it. And they're going to turn themselves into victims. They're going to think that we don't want them to be cheerful about their team, and that they think that they are not allowed to be happy for their team. They think that, and it's like, no, that's not. I don't care about that. No shot he has progressed, but all rest is valid. Okay, we gonna have to Ledukma come back on that. Let's come back on that. I'm down with that. Yo, thank you, Art. Appreciate you, man. So who gets the most blame for the offense? Because we do have the most expensive offense in NFL history, and we are the 6th worst offense in the league, and still defending Super Bowl champions. What about where we are right now is different than where we were last year? And the reason why Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni get the most blame You want to know why? Because they're the ones that's always still here. See, you can't give the offensive coordinator all the blame because it's not the same offensive coordinator. Jalen Hurts has had a different offensive coordinator every year since he's been in the league. Okay? Since he's been a starter, he's had a different offensive coordinator. Name a quarterback who could do what he has done with what he has had to do it with as long as he's done. I don't know if Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow are the same quarterbacks if you're giving them a different offensive coordinator every year they've been in the league. Every year? I don't think so. So I think that's something that people often overlook and not given, like, not thinking about, like, yo, the only reason, again, we could say Kevin Patullo, but Patullo wasn't here yet last year or the year before. And the guy who was here last year wasn't here the year before that. And the guy who was here that year wasn't even here the year before that. It's not like, come on. You know, Tricars, greeting to the best channel in the business. Congrats on the 1K market. Love the energy. Go Birds. Tricar Quest. If I was white, I'd be red from blushing. Yes. Thank you, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Blessed by God. My girl. Hey, Leo in the Birds section. What's going on today? It's Friday, football Sunday. Right around the corner. Go Birds. Blessed by God. I got a problem with some of these damn cowboy content creators. They done lost their damn minds. For real. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much, girl. I'm really confused how is a sub 500 team delusional. They do know they can easily be 4-7. You should hear the things that they. Let me tell you this, right? The Cowboys are more concerned with how it looks and not being embarrassed than they are about the actual wins. And let me explain. Cowboys content creators, Mark Holmes being the biggest of them all, will tell you that scoring 20 points on the Green Bay Packers is better. And I'm sorry, scoring 20 points on the Green Bay Packers and losing is a much better showing than only scoring 10 points on the Green Bay Packers and actually winning. That right there tells you all you need to know about why we look at y'all like y'all crazy in terms of the Cowboys fan base. They will for real tell you that losing and scoring 20 on the Green Bay Packers is way better than scoring 10 points on the Green Bay Packers and winning. We're not the same. You know what I'm saying? 24 in the building, 9 likes. Really? Yo, come on, y'all. Hook me up. That's embarrassing. Hook me up. Okay, what I missed? Nina Allstone. What's this unexpected term? No, it's not unexpected. Read it again. Nina, read it again. Expected. Nina, it's expected. We expected them to do this. You know what I'm saying? We expected them to start acting like that. You know what I'm saying? This is the time where they start throwing out all these crazy ass stats. Well, you know, that Dak is like 9-13, 13 and 20-9 against the Philadelphia Eagles, and he's 30-4 against the NFC East at home, and Dak he's going to throw for 4,000 yards, and CD and George Pickens. Oh man, they're going to be running like gazelles all over the damn field, and Dak is just going to be throwing it up there, and oh yeah, and we going to the playoffs. Yeah, we got every game is a playoff game, and we gonna win out. Yeah. Y'all play the Raiders, man. Okay. That's what we talking about. That's there we go. Points per game. We are far below points per game that we were last year. And how many points did we have to score to win a Super Bowl? What you saw in this, Yeah, Ledukma, trust me, we're better off now than we were then last year. We're about the same, to be honest with you. If you're in the bushes, it's okay to hit like it costs you nothing. Tell them again, blessed by God. Tell them again. You know what I'm saying? This year is very similar to last year, except offensive lines banged up and KP smart as hell. And KP shaking my head. Yeah, we are. And our defense. Remember, last year we broke the record. We went from number 26 to number 1 in rankings as far as defense goes, and that was over the course of. By the time from the beginning of the season to the Super Bowl, by the time we got to the Super Bowl, we were the number 1 ranked defense. Before we got to the Super Bowl, we were the number 1 ranked defense. So that was the thing, and it looks like we're trending in that direction as well. You know what I'm saying? To be at least a top 5 defense before the end of the season. The thing about it is that the offense hasn't gotten this shit together. And I'll be honest with you, in my opinion, I've been saying this all year. I think that what everyone was saying about Saquon and what happens the year after you run for 2,000 yards and all that, everything that they said that would happen to him, I think it actually happened to the offensive line. That's what I think. That's why we're not able. Not to mention, teams are intentionally game planning for the run. They are like, we're going to stop Saquon. If you think about it, they're stacking the boxes. Saquon's not getting the same looks that he was getting last year, but the offensive line isn't playing as well as it did last year. But they're also not doing things like, remember last year, every member of the offensive line could pull. You know what I'm saying? And so I think what we start doing that RPO and we get Jalen back under center a little bit more often and stuff like that, because when you see him get under center, you see opportunity. You see that's when Saquon start getting them chunk plays. And then when you bring Tank Bigsby in, it's a different tempo too. So I like, I think that this is the get right game, because that's who we're playing. We're playing a tune-up team. If you really need to get your shit together and you need to work on your offense and you need to get some things going, you want to see, this is who it is. You know what I'm saying? The defense, Dallas ain't seen a defense like this yet, but they about to. We're not the same from week 1 to week 12. You know what I'm saying? Neither are they. And they do. I'll say this: that fan base does have reason to be excited in terms of their defense and everything like that. But that's for next year, not this year. You know what I'm saying? What y'all really need to be doing is y'all need to be trying to tank and try to win lose as many games as possible, so that you can so that all of your picks in the draft will be a high pick in each round. You know what I'm saying? Especially since y'all walking around with 2, because I'm gonna tell you right now, that Green Bay pick y'all getting from Green Bay, it could easily be like a mid to late round, if not even later, like really late. You know what I'm saying? So just saying, how is the Cowboys fan base so delusional? They still under 500 and can easily be 4-6 instead of 4-5. Huh? And as we know, anyone can get got. Quentin Fields, read that again. They can easily be 4-6 instead of 4-5. I don't. Well, 10 games and 9 games are not just. I don't get that, man. Read that again. All right, here's what I need you to do, Quentin. Read that again and then send it back to me with it worded right, because I don't think you meant to say it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just let that go. Don Padre, good looking. Hit the smash button, y'all. Yes, hit that button. Tony Goldbergs, we hit 1,000 last night, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Are we talking about Mark? No, not really. It's like, I was just saying content creators. There are things I'm starting to see. Yes, Mark's one of them. You know what I'm saying? You listen to the Game Time Brian's. You listen to Angry Cowboy. You listen to Top Line Sports. You listen to the Dallas Cowboy fan. It's like there's a few Cowboy content creators that I actually tap in with that I like. You know what I'm saying? Mark is one of them. Eagles offense needs a diverse approach that targets weaknesses in the Dallas's defense, specifically by incorporating a varied passing attack, testing the linebackers and leveraging Jalen Hurts is probably going to say his legs, his ability to run and everything. And Doughboy, that is a very well thought out statement right there, and I absolutely 1,000% agree with you. And you're right, and I think that's why I call the Dallas Cowboys your get right game. This is their tune-up team. If the things that we would need to do in order to beat the Dallas Cowboys are things that we need to practice anyway, because our offense is still trying to figure itself out with this, whatever it is that we're doing now. The interesting thing too is that what's different this year than it was last year was we were running the shit out of the ball last year. You know what I'm saying? Defenses didn't know what the fuck to do with us. They didn't know how to, even when they stacked the box, it was still hard. So there's some things, that's the differences. That's the only difference. But the other than that, our record is the same. You know what I'm saying? And and here's the other thing too. We literally have, including this game, we have 7 more chances to figure our shit out before we get to the playoffs. 7. Okay, we got 7 more chances. That's how I'm looking at it. And when you look at these teams that we got to play from now to the end of the season, we could actually make 7-0. We could actually be a 15-2 team, because I think we're playing some really good teams, but I don't think that they're better than us. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys are better than us. I know that they're not better than us. I don't think the Chicago Bears are better than us. I don't think after what I saw last night, I know the Buffalo Bills are not better than us. We all know the Washington Commanders ain't better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? We know the Chargers are not better than us. You know what I'm saying? So we know look at what Dallas did to the Raiders. They're not better than us. So when I look at these teams and I'm looking at what the rest of our schedule look like, if there's ever an opportunity to figure out our offense and figure out how we're going to get along without Lane Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the time. This is the time to figure ourselves out, you know what I'm saying? Figure out what work. Guys are now going to start coming in. I can't wait to see what Willie Lampkin going to look like. You know what I'm saying? I heard Darius Cooper about to get a little more shine too. Like I'm looking at all that and I'm saying, hell yeah. Like I've been hearing all week about what the Cowboys have going on with Quinnen Williams. And let me tell y'all something, okay? Quinnen's name it's Quinnen, Quinnen, or En. Quinnen Williams, not Quinton, Quinnen Williams, okay? That's his name, all right? This dude is probably one of the best defensive tackles in the league. Your ownership paid a handsome price for him, okay? He has literally changed the direction in which your defense could potentially go. The least you can do is fucking learn how to spell his name and properly enunciate his name. That's the least you could do, because I can sit here and I can hear y'all talking about O.C. Odigizua and all these other damn Mario Osho, all these damn names and stuff like that when you look at them, all these names, y'all have no problems with it. But somehow or another, Quinnen Williams is just like the hardest name on the planet for you idiots to fucking remember. Come on, y'all. And the worst part about it is that you're not even embarrassed that you're saying his name wrong. You're not even embarrassed in the least bit, but you want to talk shit. You're actually going to talk shit about us, and you're going to talk shit to us, and you can't even say this motherfucker's name right. Shut up. Get out of here with that. I'm sorry. This is a good time for taking the Eagles 3-5. Everyone else is picking the chitty Cowboys. Relax, Cowboy fans. They play the Raiders. I've been trying to say that. Let them take. Yup. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the Super Bowl, James Parsons, y'all the Super Bowl champions, but don't nobody even talk about the Eagles. They still talk about the Cowboys, and we ash right now. I don't care. I really don't care. I honestly don't care. Let them talk about you. Guess what? If they talking about you, guess who they not talking about? We like that. We like that. Please leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes us and we don't care. We've been saying that for years. Eagles fans, you can't just blame Kevin Patullo because it's more than him. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown is not playing at the standard of the team. It's definitely a team thing. But the one thing that I will say is that because I've heard people say A.J. Brown is now become a locker room cancer. A.J. Brown, da-da-da-da-da. AJ. Here's the thing. Everything that you are hearing about AJ and all the stuff, and I listen to all these Cowboy content creators, if you were to ask them to put an address on it, right, they cannot attribute any of it to an actual player. It's always something that comes from a third-party voice. None of the players, what I did notice, and it's also coming from an interpretation of what they see and hear. So, for instance, AJ was talking to Janky Rondo, and they were playing a video. They were playing, I think it was Fortnite, if I'm not mistaken. And Janky was saying, "Oh, don't worry, bro. Things gonna turn around, turn around, da 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 da." And it was just going back and forth. And AJ said, "Oh man, my family good, my house is good, my kids are good, blah 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 blah." You know what I'm saying? And Janky was like, "It's gonna turn around." He was like, "Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Probably it's just a shit show right now, but we'll get it together." Like it was off. It was just an off the cuff moment, off the cuff comment that he was saying. It was a conversation between two friends. You know what I'm saying? Man, the way the media picked it up and everything like that. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I actually, because I had to look this shit up. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? What do you mean? He said it's a shit show. The moment I saw that, I was like, man, I'm not listening to nobody no more. If it didn't come from an actual player, I'm only going off of what I hear the players actually say. And I'll be damned if I let some content creator from another fan base tell me about my team. No, I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? What up, Logan? Okay. He meant to say it that way because he's a Philadelphia trash pigeon. Okay. Congrats to all your subs. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta get that gig, man. Trying to fund this thing. I like Top Line and G Breezy. Yeah, I like Top Line too, Quentin. They are 4-5-1, so the one could be a loss, Leo, making them 4-6. Got it. Okay, I get what he's saying now. Okay. I have been telling people from this day one, the Eagles is not showing anyone all their plays. They are waiting for the playoffs. Eagles offense has running the same damn play since day one. I think so too. Alden Will. I've been saying that. I also said that too. Thank you. So I said, and this is the way I said, I think Kevin Patullo and motherfucking Nick Sirianni have been playing a rope-a-dope. I think this has been one season-long fucking rope-a-dope. You know what I'm saying? Let's do the bare minimum to get the fuck up out of here. Let's get this win because we can't show these people the same thing. Mind you, there's a very high likelihood that when we play in the playoffs, the teams that we're going to play in the playoffs, including the Super Bowl, is a team we might have seen during the regular season. We might have to play Detroit. We might have to play Green Bay. We might have to play Tampa Bay. We might have to play the Rams. We might have to play Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? We might have to play Buffalo in the Super Bowl. We might have to play Denver in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Look at our fucking schedule. Look at our schedule. You know what I'm saying? If you look at that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like here's the best part about it. If you look at our two losses really come at no consequence. We lost to an out-of-conference team, and we lost to a shitty-ass team in the NFC East, the Giants. Them the only two losses. All them other wins we got, especially the wins we got over playoff contenders, it gives us the fucking tiebreaker on all of them. We got the tiebreaker on at least on 4 or 5 different caliber. We got it on the Rams, Tampa Bay, Rams, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Green Bay. And who else? Who else did we play? That's did I say Detroit? Yeah, I said, well, whoever. That's what we're good. We're good. You know what I'm saying? So the in-market media chose Dallas to win, Leo in Philly. It's disgusting. Mike, listen to me very carefully, okay? Let me say this to you, because this is something else that kind of bothers me. I see people from out of market picking up on things and not understanding like what's going on. Bro, this local media market, for a lot of them, especially 94 WIP, they've never liked Jalen Hurts. Okay, they have not liked him from day one. Okay, they have not liked him. They don't like the fact. I remember they attacked him because he says yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. You think that was supposed to be good, but apparently when people in Texas raise their kids to say yes ma'am and no sir, and the media market here just doesn't, they don't like him. He got married to a beautiful, very smart, talented, African American woman, and they put out rumors that Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown are fighting over a side piece, and he just got married. You see how they do here? This is how they do him. So I would not, there's a lot of things that I hear these people say I just wouldn't co-sign on if I were you. It is what it is. Dallas has high false confidence. Y'all don't scare nobody. This is y'all's always delusional talk. Go Birds. Let them go. We have Dallas. We have to beat Dallas Cryboys 3 straight times. Yeah, I know. But let them tell it. Dak is 32-2 against the Philadelphia Eagles. So Cole's Boys 198. You have Cowboy fans YouTube channel blasting Dak Prescott like M Breezy and top line. They don't like, they about through. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, show and prove. I'll say this to you, and this isn't, I'm not lying, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in years past, right, when they throw out these stats and Dak is this and Dak is that, okay, you do know that the bigger the game, the more Dak shrinks, right? The bigger the game, the more he has a tendency to fuck up, okay? So let's just if we, as prepared as we are to see this ass whooping y'all say we're gonna be getting, I just want to make sure we point that out too. That's my soror who's married to oh really? What is she, an AKA? Yes, she is an AKA. You got pink and green. Lord have mercy. Okay, he married an AKA. I'm married to a Delta. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife. That's my soror who's married to. Okay, got you. Cole Cowboys, say our name. Look out below us. Philly. No, it's Jacob Sports. Sometimes that Dan Salio should just call Jalen the N-word because that's how vile he sounds. And I said what I said. Blessed by God. Let me tell you something. And I've been saying this for years since I ever heard of him. Dan Salio, like a lot of people, and you can hear it, a lot of people is culturally insensitive and tone deaf like a motherfucker. He don't hear himself. He really don't. You know what I'm saying? And I am so not interested in correcting it. You just, everybody hears it. You know what I'm saying? We know, like up here, you'll hear there. I'm gonna tell you who brings it out in them the most. It's not even Jalen Hurts. You know who brings it out in them the most? Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders brings it out in them. Like he really rubs these people wrong. And you should hear him. I hear people say Shedeur Sanders needs to be put in his place. Interesting choice of words, too. You should listen to their choice of words. I don't like him because he said something. He ain't saying any things that they say he said, but they don't like him. I just don't like him. You want to know why? Because he did. Shedeur Sanders, it does not come from a place of scarcity. He's never known poverty. He has always lived what we would consider the good life. He comes from privilege. He comes from access. So he's not like if I don't get drafted, bitch, I'm still rich. I still got money. So why the fuck do I, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what rubs people wrong. They want to see him humble and coming from he ain't of that. That's a rich kid. That's a rich kid. He just knows that he's a winner. That's all he know. And he'll tell you, everywhere I've gone, we've won. Everywhere I've gone. So his mindset is more set on, once I get a chance, I'm a winner. That's it. So that's what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Pure class. Yes, he is. Dak turns into pumpkins at midnight when pressure built. They can't stand classy, confident black people. That is true. It rubs them, and that's what Dan Sileo does not like that. And they can't hide it. And then on top of that, they ask themselves, we don't sound like that. Yes, you do. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like, hey, okay, your wife a part of the D9. Yes, ma'am, she sure is. What up, Leo? Congrats on the 1,000 subscribers. BC Nick, thank you. I appreciate you. Philly D, yes, we do. Facts. Blessed by God. Yeah. The key effect Dak Prescott is to force him to pass the ball on the run. Yeah. Only reason I watch Big Seals because Philly and Mark. Me too, Logan. And they're going to blow. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yep. Shador comes from privilege. Yep. He does. You know what I'm saying? Leo is work hard. Let me see some super chats, people. Oh, man. Thank you, Don. Hook me up, y'all. Yeah. Soul Brother #1 can use that. Those super chats? Yeah. I'm sorry. You know what? I am so used to being on other people's channels and, and seeing the super chats come and all that other stuff and doing this. I'm not accustomed to, I keep forgetting, oh yeah, I can do that here now. I can get super chats and all that stuff. I keep forgetting, like I'm realizing, like, again, as this thing builds, and listen, we do this, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Like, I was telling my wife this, you know what I'm saying? Because she was congratulating me, and and I got me some last night, y'all. I'm getting me some, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what 1,000 subscribers? You know what 1,000 subscribers got me? It got me laid last night. That's what it got me. How about that? Thank you, blessed by God. Jalen wasn't rich, but he didn't struggle either. And they can't stand that either. And that's the part of the problem, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't hear themselves. You know what I'm saying? Dan Sileo does what he does because it makes Eagle fans mad. And they click on the videos. I would not watch his videos. It hurts them if you don't engage. I don't. And that's why I tell Philly 500 and Mark Holmes, like, y'all need to have your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, where y'all meet up once a week or what have you, because y'all going to blow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You are going to blow the fuck up. Everybody, like, they do their numbers. You know what I'm saying? They do, when they have Mark and Philly 500 on that show, their numbers are better than when they have certain, stars on their show. You know what I'm saying? They do better numbers when their numbers are always there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, got another super chat. Joseph Robinson. Thank you, bro. I think HBO is stirring up this drama. Yo, so how crazy is it for the second year, Hard Knocks happens to be on deck when some shit goes down. So all that Micah Parsons shit, we about to find out what was going on behind the scenes on that. You know what I'm saying? All the shit that's going down in New York, we about to see what's going on with that. All the shit that's been going down in Philly. Like, we about to be, you know what I'm saying, like on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. When Dak spat at him, Jalen should have punched him. Never spit back, but revenge coming. Absolutely. Got another super chat. Hey, happy 1,000. Monkey Gemini. We doing it, dog. I'm trying. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Dr. Jen, hey, yes. You know what I'm saying? Dan says Philly D, they did right by ejecting Carter. Hey, it's okay. Y'all can't defend that. Mark say the same thing too. Mark is thinking about HBO. The whole thing is the conspiracy. Listen, the potential for what can come out, because Hard Knocks was on station during the course of the preseason, during training camp, and all that Michael Parsons shit was going down during training camp. So we gonna find out, like, okay, y'all really want to ride that train? Okay, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see this shit. Danny Boy Dak acted like a punk. Now time to pay. Yup. Hey, there ain't no hiding this one. The other 35 is idiot delusional Cowboys trolling. Stay out. We good with 35. Isabel Glover. Dan, they always go after the second guy when it comes to confrontation. Yeah, they do. Because that's what they see. When the locker room says A.J. Brown is not a problem, proves he's not that type of guy, Leo. That's why I said I'm not listening to the talking pundits. Okay, hold on. I want to highlight this again. What Mike said. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not listening to no talking pundits, and why I'm not listening to other Cowboy content creators, even some of these Eagle content creators. I'm not listening to them anymore. I'm blessed because I am in market. Okay, but the thing, and I'll say this. I learned my lesson last year. Because I talked shit about Nick Sirianni. I told everybody that I felt like Nick Sirianni, we have a 14-year-old for a coach. I called him that. I called him a 14-year-old. I didn't understand. Like, I didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? But then I recognized, you know what I'm saying, once we went on that long-ass run, I recognized how the players were reacting to Nick Sirianni. And they was like, yo, they'll run through a fucking wall for him. Okay. And then we win the Super Bowl. And I say, you know what? I'm not listening to nobody no more. If the players didn't say, when Lane Johnson said something last year, and I remember I was talking to Eugene Monroe about this, and Eugene retired as a Baltimore Raven. He played on the offensive line. And me and Eugene was talking about this, and I said to Eugene, Gene, when Lane Johnson, when certain players say something, I know to shut the fuck up. I'm going to shut the fuck up. Lane Johnson said, it's not like this, blah, 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 blah. That's the end of it. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about the collapse and all the other shit. Once he said that, it was like night and day. It was like the whole conversation just shut off. And I was like, let me shut up. No more talking about that no more. Lane Johnson has spoken. And the reason why I'm saying that, because Lane don't say shit. Lane don't say nothing. He never says anything. And when he do, that's when you really should you should shut the fuck up. Jeffrey Lurie. When Jeffrey Lurie says anything, you should shut the fuck up. I understand. See, the problem with Cowboy fans is that you guys are accustomed to seeing your owner, you're accustomed to seeing Jerry in front of the cameras and with a microphone in his face, always talking, always building up something. He's a carnival barker. That's what he does. That's not how Jeffrey Lurie is. If you notice, Jeffrey Lurie will sit at the draft. Jeffrey Lurie sit his ass right there in that chair, and he be like this, and he don't say shit. He'll get on the phone. Oh, so happy to have you part of the organization. Can't wait to get you here. All right, take care. That's it. You know what I'm saying? When we had the collapse, the word came out. Jeffrey Lurie's going to have a meeting on Tuesday with Nick Sirianni and Howie Roseman, and they got to come up with a plan, da-da-da-da-da. And I remember telling everybody, when Jeffrey Lurie said he's about to come out the office and everything like that, that ain't good. It has to come to Jesus moment. Yeah, y'all better fix this shit. And guess what? They fucking fixed it. They had a plan, and they fucking fixed it. And then we won the Super Bowl. So that's all I'm saying to y'all. Y'all got to understand, really, like, sometimes a lot of the bullshit that you content creators be saying and everything like that, check that shit just for a hot second and just throw it up against how it's counter to what we do know. You know what I'm saying? And what you know. And I'm my neighbor, right? My neighbor is a Giants fan. okay? And he talks shit to me all the time. And he said to me the other day, we saw each other and we were laughing. I was teasing him. And he said, Jalen Hurts, you know, he was like, I don't know. You think Jalen Hurts is capable of? I was like, capable, you know. And I said to him, I said, yo, you've had 6 years to evaluate Jalen Hurts, 6, and you had 6 years to see him perform under 5 different offensive coordinators since he's been the starter, 5 every year. You know what I'm saying? And you play football, and what hasn't he shown you that you need to see in the years that he's been here? What else do you need to see? I mean, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, you know, like, whatever, man. They beat a really bad team in the Raiders, and now all of a sudden they the best. That game didn't impress me. Raiders are worse than the Giants, but when the media, as we know, he balls out. Again, big games, he shrinks. We'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, Danny boy. Y'all are a bad organization. Once great decades ago, but now a joke. They are trapped by the thinking. They're trapped by the technology of our time and the thinking of another time. That's their problem. My girl Linda's here, y'all. If you're here spying, at least hit the like button on your way out. Of course they're here spying. Of course they're here. They can't. And I want you to come back. Make yourselves known. Say hi. Let us all know you're here. You know what I'm saying? Who going back telling who what? You know what I'm saying? You know, Dan said, like Leo said, I'm doing evaluation work with these moves for now and for the future. As you should be. As you should be. You know what I'm saying? Philly said, Danny, that was a good move. Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? Only 37 likes. Y'all better hit that like button. Marcus, get him in line, dog. What's up, bro? We know we're talking shit about y'all, right? That Dallas fans, y'all enough trouble in y'all sorry bum locker room drinking Jerry Jones Kool-Aid every year. Totally insane. I got a thing on my page. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. What? What's this? What? Tribe Called Quest super chat. I gotta come up with something that happens when I got a $20 super. All right, so I'll just do a how's that? You know what I'm saying? $20 super chat. Realistic football talk. Best content I've been into in a long time. Go Eagles. Birds about to show out in Jerry's World. Say that shit again with your chest, bro. You ain't gotta do another super chat. Just write that shit again in all caps and put that shit back in the chat. Copy and paste that shit and Tribe Called Quest. Copy and paste that shit in all caps and flood the chat with it a few times. Tell them that shit. Hell yeah. And look, a Tribe Called Quest on one of them, right? Do me a favor. Put at Marcus Blackman. Let's put addresses on this shit. A Tribe Called Quest. Find out who the cowboy people are in the chat right now, and then put their name at that in this shit and put at in capital letter and then send it again. My man Marcus said, "Don't be shy." Cardinals fandom, don't care. We ended your season. God damn. We got a Cardinals fan in here. Cardinals fandom, please make sure you subscribe. And if you're inclined, become a channel member. This is not just the Eagles channel. This is for everybody. We don't need, Linda will tell you, Linda, Marcus, everybody, all the other people who are not, well, Linda's an Eagles fan, but hey y'all, all my non-Eagles fans, do me a favor and let them know, this is not an Eagle, we don't need a peanut gallery. We can hold our own, you know what I'm saying? My girl Linda, Dallas Cowboys do not draft to develop players. This is why they will continue to lose. That's what Eagles love, Jerry Jones. All right, so there's actually, now I'm getting serious because Linda just struck a nerve here. And it's true because what Quinnen Williams brings to the Dallas Cowboys is a fast-forwarded version of Jalen Carter. Meaning we developed Jalen Carter. We got Jalen Carter from year 1 to now, year 3. You know what I'm saying? Quinnen Williams is a seasoned veteran, and his bones and everything were made with the Jets. Okay, so you guys are just getting the benefit of all that play from when he was with the Jets. We get the benefit of having him in the building for a sustained period of time. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So I think, in totality, Linda is actually correct. You know what I'm saying? Not taking anything away from the fact that you guys now have him because he's in the building. You have him now. You just haven't had him. I think that's what Mozzie was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just, I got to give it to Linda on that one. Like, I mean, we're going to call a spade a spade. I'm just saying, now, that's what it is. Now we get Miss Linda and them to set off. Tribe Called Quest. You already Tribe Called Quest. You know how Linda and Logan and Hamid be doing. They come in with their shotgun. That's Tribe Called Quest. That's what they do. You know it. On that bowling, I mean that. Nice job, Danny, and congratulations on the bowling. I mean that. Nice job. Oh, okay, word, Danny. Good job. You know what I'm saying, Marcus, Cowboys 5, Cardinals 0. Now run and fetch me a beer and make sure it's cold. Ooh, Mark. Ooh. Mm. Oh, damn. Philly D, when did you hear that? You know what I'm saying? My man Nate here, y'all. Nate Edwards. All right, y'all. Long live Jerry Jones. Yes. Yo, what's up, Leo? Eagles defense will be legit eating it up. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yup. We the clumps at the dinner table. Yes. Yes, Mean Metal Mike. Tell them. That's what the bird section is, y'all. The bird section is the clumps at the dinner table. Okay? We all different. We all work our own thing. We family though. But we gonna talk that shit. We all gonna talk that shit. So I'm just saying, our entire offensive line is drafted players, Linda. Dak, CD, and Bland are all drafted players. Do your homework. Marcus. Okay. And that defensive line, I mean that O-line, like your guard, your tackles ain't it, Marcus. You know what I'm saying? That you drafted. The tackles you drafted ain't. You know what I'm saying? You Danny, you said it in another chat. Congrats, my man. All is good. Glad to hear what you did. Oh, okay. Good job, Danny. Jerry, Delusional, Juice World, Sooners by AT&T, Cryboy Stadium. Y'all, the internet is undefeated. Oh my God. Philly, I'm sorry I'm skipping some of these comments, y'all. I'm trying to keep up. Philly D, oh, you're talking about on Mark or Game Time channel. That's for the compliment. Oh, no doubt. Okay, yep, got you. Oh shit, Logan here, y'all. I told y'all. Now, all right, so now I got Logan Motorsports and Linda Conyers in here together. Y'all better watch y'all. Look, you other fan bases, you non-Philadelphia Eagles fan base, y'all better watch y'all mouths. Marcus, you better watch your mouth. You don't want to set her off. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Logan, thanks, fam. Marcus, tell us about the 21st century. We ain't as old as you. Ooh, Leo, what is your highest score in bowling? I don't bowl. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have. Not my game, man. My grandfather was a hell of a bowler, though. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. Linda Conyers, no disrespect, Marcus. Art McQueen. Cal Turds got 2 more days until reality hits. Oh man, listen. I don't even feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Lynn, the Cowboys going to take y'all out. Just make sure you're here for the aftermath. Make sure you here, Marcus. Make sure you come back. Like Craig told Smokey, come back. Come back. Make sure you come back, okay? You know what I'm saying? Got a super chat from Philly D. Congrats to Danny winning bowling tournament. Yo, Danny, you want a whole tournament? Well, goddamn, dog. All right. Hey, everybody. Good looking, Philly D. Hey, everybody. I'm going to tell y'all right now, okay? I'm going to tell y'all right now. Danny a hustler, so don't go to the bowling alley with Danny. He gonna take you for he wanted tournaments and shit. Fuck that. I got some motherfucking hustlers in my chat. I mean, goddamn, everybody into some shit. Everybody's into some shit. I swear everybody into some shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, this is why I love this shit. And this is why I'm like, look, y'all, we got us a thing here. Y'all gotta become channel members, okay? We got us a thing in here. I got Linda, Hamid, Abdul Aziz, motherfucking Logan. I got motherfucking Marcus Blackman. I got Mean Metal Mike. I got CZ up in this motherfucker. I promise you, we got us a thing, y'all. This is not Leo's channel. And I promise y'all, I'm never going to take that posture with y'all because I've had that happen to me. It's my channel and I can do whatever the hell I want. Mine. Nah, fuck that. I don't need to tell y'all that shit. I don't need to throw that shit in y'all faces. I want y'all to take ownership of this. We got this. We doing this, okay? So I like, I got, when I think about it, and the people that come blessed by God, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Dan 1995, you know what I'm saying? Philly D, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got some people, we got channel members here that at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, at least they can be reasoned with to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Marcus will say some shit, but then, he like that crazy ass relative. We still got claim him. We claim him. We claim all our Cowboy family members here. You know what I'm saying? They just going through it right now. They in crisis. That's what's happening. And as family members, we have to show them grace. Okay? That's what we have to do. You know what I'm saying? Mean Metal Mike said, Danny gonna take your ramen noodle money. Fuck up. Hey, to the whole bird section. Just so you know, me and Mean Metal Mike tried to tell you, you better not take your asses on up there to that goddamn bowling alley with Danny funky ass, because you're gonna fuck around and lose all your money. You will be eating motherfucking ramen noodles after a while. You got a squad. Blessed by God. Right? Don't we? We got a squad. That's us. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I love it. You know what I'm saying? This one guy had 5 strikes in the second game. 2 of those strikes were back-to-back, and the others were 3-7. Problem was that he only had an 86 total score for the second game. See? Dan, y'all better stop fucking with Dan. I'm telling y'all, but y'all better stop fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Hamid Abdul Aziz is here, y'all. Oh, okay, wait. So I told y'all who my live wires are, and they're all here. All my live wires are in the building. Logan Motorsports is here. Linda Conyers is here. Motherfucking Hamid Abdul Aziz is here. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, watch them. Now y'all really got to watch y'all mouths. You know what I'm saying? Mark Holmes wanted an Eagle fan to come on the show, but he's going to curse us out and bully us the minute we disagree. Answer me this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Ah! And my final live wire on this show is here, y'all. He's a member, Drew. Eagles Drew is in the motherfucking building. Are you kidding me? Logan, Drew is here, y'all. Oh, shit. We family over here, disagreements and all. You goddamn right, Tribe Called Quest. Motherfucking right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? What up, Eagles, Drew? See, everybody here, if they beat Suits, their Super they beat us. Look, they beat us on Sunday. They won't need to go to the Super Bowl. That is the Super Bowl for them. You're right. I mean, you're right. Congratulations, big dog. Go Birds. Thank you, Drew. I so appreciate you, man. Thank you for all your support, man. For real. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm skipping down, y'all, because I want to get to some of these other chats here. You know what I'm saying? Philly D, I told y'all. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, I got some crazy ass motherfucking people up in here. Some real solid motherfuckers. I'm going to tell y'all right now, in comparison to a lot of these other channels and stuff like that, I take the Pepsi Challenge with my people. If you go on Mark Holmes' show, like you said, he wants an Eagles fan. If you go on Mark Holmes' show right now, you know what I'm saying? You could tell they miss me. They don't sound very smart. You know what I'm saying? They don't sound very smart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you, if you go on this show, that you could tell I'm not there. Leo, bro, I'm not an OG, man. I'm going to be 30 next month, and I ain't no gangster, but respect my bro. No, dog. You win in tournaments and shit. Yeah, you gangster. Because I can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You got it in you, dog. I bet you are better in bowling than everybody in my chat right now. So you the man. Wear that shit, though. Wear that shit. Hell yeah. I'm giving you that. Cowboys are the 99-cent store Cleveland Browns. I said that yesterday, Mike. I said that they were the NFC East, the NFC Cleveland Browns. Drew start talking facts, and Dallas Cowboys get in their feelings, bruh. They don't like Drew. Here's the thing. It's an accountability thing. You know what I'm saying? It's an accountability thing. I don't know about that, Leo. No, I got you, Danny. You know what I'm saying? Drew always get Cowgirl fans on their feelings, and I love it. Yeah, I see. I'm sure Drew is good at bowling. Nope. AJ Brown, why is he still talking to me? Can't he shut these up for a week? No, listen. Here's the thing. I honestly, I think it's intentional now. Mm-hmm. I think it's intentional. I think it's done to keep them talking about something not named AJ Brown, or to keep them from talking about anything other than AJ Brown. If you think about it, last year the media was sort of kind of all over the place with it. If you think about it, you know what I'm saying? This year, you know what I'm saying? So let him talk his way out of town. I mean, yeah. If that's in fact what's happening, because from my understanding, everybody on the team has come to his defense, and then they just stop talking because they're tired of, saying it, But now they're like, okay, AJ's the guy; he's gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's okay. Yeah. AJ talk your shite. Yep. Yes, Linda. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, AJ is my second or third Eagles player, but after this year, he will be gone. I don't know. When we win the Super Bowl, I doubt it. Winning the Super Bowl gonna change all that shit. I think, especially when they open up the offense and it's him. You know what I'm saying? At one point, the media threw shade at Saquon too. Exactly, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Drew got under Game Time Brian's skin. I love it. Oh, I've done that before. You know what I'm saying? Good job, Danny. Yeah, good job, Danny. And good job, Drew. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten under Game Time Brian's skin before, too. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't all that scary. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you could tell Mark and them miss me. That's for sure. You could tell. They could say they don't, and it's so much better and everything like that. But here's the thing. They don't sound smart. You know what I'm saying? They have no one to hold them accountable. You know what I mean? And they keep and they keep saying all the wrong things. And the worst part and the funniest part of it all is that they are even easily triggered. More so. Do you realize how badly this fan base needs this win? Do you know how badly they need this win? You understand? The Cowboys fan base, do you know it's infuriating to them that we don't think much of them? It infuriates them. Okay? Like, do you know, I'm just making sure I'm pointing that out. As the professional pro, after I won my medal, I gave the competitors a congratulations too on their bowling too. I was shocked that I got first place, bro. Not gonna lie. Hey man, you gotta believe in yourself, bro. You should be proud. Got another super chat. Jose Serrano says Mark and fans rubbing Jobu's head hard for a W. Listen, first of all, you know what? No, I'm not gonna say that because it like I could tell you how Mark and them be cursing themselves. Like everything that they do. If you notice, right? If you notice, they'll pull out the shot glasses. They have the chicken. They start squeezing the chicken, and they pull out the voodoo doll. You know what I'm saying? And Mark's got a special shirt on, and all this other stuff. All these little spells they be conjuring up. Do you realize that's like some Harry Potter shit? It be rebounding and be fucking them up too. Jose, they really be on that Harry Potter shit, and it don't work. It never works. Logan, AJ is a winner. He gets knocked, ticks me off. Mark knows he owes you an apology, but his ego is bigger than New York. Of course he does, and he's never going to. Accountability is not something that he's got a peanut gallery, and they're there to tell him how wonderful he is and all that stuff. So he's good. He'll be fine. Eventually, Mark and I will come to terms on something. But here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Right now, this is prove it year for them. They need this. They need the, you know, like it can't, you know, and they have something to look forward to. You know, you know what I'm saying? Linda says, way to go, Danny. Person yellow, podium blue. Person yellow, podium blue. Person yellow, red finger red, number one. Finger red, number one. Red, number one. Linda, I have no idea what the hell. See, I told you I got people in here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that means. Mark and Cowboy fans are rubbing Joey balls for luck. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, that voodoo shit Mark is cursing them. Bruh. Mark better stop with that. You know what I'm saying? He don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Mark has his takes, but again, his takes are questionable at best. Yeah, he does have some questionable takes. Like I said, I've already expressed how I feel about a few of them already. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you know, like there is some disappointment in terms of just not recognizing the potential in the Jair Alexander thing after what happened with Marshawn and stuff like that. For them not even make one mention of that in that space after the week we just had, I just thought that was, you know, like that was terrible. You know what I'm saying? We all might have saved a life. And I'm saying we meaning every fan base for every team might have saved a life. We have a player that may have listened and to not say one word, nothing, but to go straight to ridicule and jest. It's an integrity thing for me. I just have a problem with that. Imagine losing to the Eagles, then losing to Kansas City next week. Dallas will be in their caves hiding. No, they'll be embarrassed, but they'll be telling us that they'll shift the conversation. They'll redirect the attention, and it'll all be about next year. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Cowboys fans know that they're going to lose on Sunday. They know for a fact that they're going to lose on Sunday. What they are wanting is they just don't want to be embarrassed, and they want to have a good showing. They want something to come out of this game. It's sort of kind of like what happened with the Raiders. The Raiders gave them it was a demonstration, and the Raiders gave them exactly what they needed to feel hopeful. Now they want to take what they saw last Monday and throw it up against the defending Super Bowl champions, who happen to be their division rivals. You know what I'm saying? So this was a game that has to be played. But now they get to see, and that's what this is. You know what I'm saying? That's where they are. And that's why I say we're obviously breathing a very different air than they are. You know what I'm saying? We're obviously thinking, we're afforded the ability to concern ourselves with things that they don't have. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have, like, this move with Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson and all that stuff. That was a Howie Roseman-esque like move. And that's why they're excited and happy, because it was that's a move that you would see Howie do. You know what I'm saying? And now they finally got it, and that's what they're celebrating. The one time the GM actually did something that reminds them of what the Eagles doing. And and I said this, I've maintained this throughout my time, which is, hey, if you look at most of the teams in the NFL, and they're building their teams to either mirror the Philadelphia Eagles or to directly compete against. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the Cowboys are doing. They're just they're parroting what they see us doing. So that's where I'm at with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I missed all this, stuff. I mean, Mark carried that ugly doll to Oxnard. Hilarious. Yeah. Oh my God. Linda said nowhere near top 5, Marcus. Good afternoon, everyone. Billy, what's up? Billy Covington is in the building. What up? What up? You know what I'm saying? and y'all, I'm sorry if I'm skipping over a lot of this. Like, for me, I keep it real with the Cowboys, and they do in terms of roster management, player management. I think the Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson moves were great future moves. Yes, I would say I'll say this. I 90% agree with you, right? I 90%. You want to know why I 10% don't agree with you? The only reason why I 10% don't agree with you is because of the contract mismanagement that I see happening. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of money, unnecessary money, was spent. You see what I'm saying? And it has been. Jerry always waits till the last minute to do contracts and ends up paying a whole lot more than he actually should have had he done things sooner. And so that 10% has everything to do with, is this really a future move? Because you're going to have to make some major decisions moving forward. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And the amount of money that you're going to have to spend. See, you're catching Quinnen with a huge big-time contract. You know what I'm saying? We caught Jalen Carter coming fresh out of college, and he became a contributor while on his rookie contract. So there's a big difference, and I think it's very important that we talk about that. Who was that Cowboys fan who said he hoped Hurts break his ankle? Had a screensaver, Emmitt Smith, no current Cowboys. Oh, you talking about you know what I'm saying? Walker Wade. He said he hoped Jalen tears ACL or something like that. He was going off one day. He just, listen, you know what I'm saying? I like Walker Wade. It's still my man. You know what I'm saying? But he hates the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? He hates that, his memory of the Dallas Cowboys winning the Super Bowl are not as an adult. None of his memories, he does not have adult memories of the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. He does not have teenage memories of the Dallas Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Walker Wade has memories of the Dallas Cowboys from when he was just a little boy. Okay? That's all it is. And so there you have it. Drew, with the $2 super chat. Thank you, big dog. Leo, Dallas still had the 30th ranked defense. I didn't know that. And I'm being dead ass serious. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Really? They're ranked 30? Mm. 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 Isabella Glover, Leo, you can't expect character and integrity from Mark if he is empty inside. My thought process is that this is Eagles win this game 30-13. Dallas riding off the media nonsense that makes them fall off the cliff yearly. Dallas 0-4-1 versus above 500 teams, and this will be the most pressure they face all year. Heavily Cutter, yep. You know what I'm saying? Walker Wade is currently doing my laundry. Marcus Blackman. That's your boy. That's your man. That's your man. You know what I'm saying? That's your man. We'll see. I'm just saying, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's interesting. Again, you know, I'm gonna come back. I tell you what, because I gotta get ready to wrap this up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got 45 people in the building for real. Yo, do your mans and them a solid. Hook us up and hit the. This is what I need y'all to do, right? I need y'all to hit the like button. I need you to hit the subscribe button. And then I need y'all to become channel members. I think, and listen to me very carefully because we are growing. I think we on to something with this, y'all. We, not me, we. You know what I'm saying? I've taken the lessons that I've had from being on other content creators' channels like Mark's, like Game Time, like Eagles Podcast, like Philly 500, like with Laura Brunson, like with, you know, talking with them all and figuring out what are the things that'll be different with the Eagle with the bird section with our channel than I experienced with their channel. And I would say it's who we have, the quality of the people. Danny, you think Jerry Jones is going to give $36 million to CD and him with paying Dak 74? The math ain't mathing. Linda, can't wait to see how this works. They're going to do some serious restructuring of contracts and all that shit, but I don't think Jerry going to let George Pickens out the building. I don't see it happening. You know what I'm saying? You know, and my man Clark, I don't know if he's going to be there for long either. You know, so they're going to try to get what they can while they can. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm dead ass serious, y'all. I really think that's how the shit going to go down. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking Jose Serrano said, hold on. I'm a Dallas hater since the 70s, but not enough to wish a player hurt. Bruh, yo, when Walker did that shit, when Walker Wade did that shit, y'all, that threw a lot of people for a loop. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's he said, I hope he tears his ACL. I hate he really, 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 really hates the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? But he did say that he wanted. Yeah, it was definitely Walker Wade that said that's it. That's Mark's people right there. You know what I'm saying? Who you trust more, Jonathan Gannon's defense or Vic Fangio's? Do the math, family. The BD quick throw is gonna get Dak picked off. Listen, I'm of the opinion some plans don't need to be announced. Some plans just need to be implemented. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen here. I think that's what the deal is. You know, look, I got a couple more meetings I got to get ready for. I didn't realize I was going this long, and I forgot I had the focus turned off on my phone. And so I got to get to some wild ass meetings. Stay tuned. I'm definitely going to build this out some more. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shit just went way faster than I thought it was going to go. You know what I'm saying? But now that I know, where we at, I'm with you, Drew. If not him, someone going to get hit with that from Jerry next year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We either going to franchise him or he gets a long-term contract. Either way, it's going to hurt. Whatever way you decide to do, it's still going to hurt. You know what I'm saying? Getting at that dude. Good job getting at that dude, Logan. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So look, y'all, I will catch up with y'all maybe later on tonight. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I need y'all to I'm gonna set up something, and I might try to, you know what? I might try to do a you know what? I might try to do a live call-in tonight. How about that, y'all? How about that? You know what I'm saying? We'll let's figure something out. For my channel members, check your emails. I'll definitely try to send y'all the link. But for everybody else, hit me up, birdsection2023@gmail. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see. I might open it up, but then again, I might just keep it at my channel members and see who jumps in. Okay? If nobody jumps in after a while, then I'll open it up to everybody else. Okay? But if you hurry up and become a channel member, you know what I'm saying, the link to the call-in will be automatic. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Listen, this won't be the only one. My first one, then again, just give me some time. Let me think on this, because I think I might just want to, build up for that, and then have everybody just, try to get as many people as we can, and then say, all right, here y'all, hop in, and that way y'all can plan around being there for the inaugural Bird Section channel member call-in. You know what I'm saying? We have the inaugural Bird Section channel member call-in. That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? That'd be real dope. All right, y'all. What I'll do is I'm gonna end it right here. I love y'all. Can't wait to see y'all again probably later on. Keep your eyes on your email for my channel member folks. And if you have not already done so, please hit the like, subscribe button. And on some of my other videos, hit the hype button. You know what I'm saying? But more importantly, become a channel member. All right, become a channel member. Like Linda will tell you, Hamid will tell you, you know what I'm saying? CZ, me, Metal Mike, all of us will tell you. I think we are on to something. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I think we're on to something. And I think it'll be dope as hell. With that, I will say, see y'all later on tonight from the Bird Section. Oh, peace. Watch us grow.